Hey, this is Rick Kazalich, injury specialist from exercisesforinjuries.com. In today's video, I wanted to go through back pain workout for beginners. And I'll get Andrew to go through the first exercise of the workout, then I'll go through in detail, and then I'll show you the other four that you need to go through. So there you go, that ends up being the first one, which is relax and breathe. So with back pain, it's great to get into a low stress position. Lying on the ground ends up being a low stress position, and that being in that low stress position puts less stress on your back, which is good, and then also ends up giving your muscles in your back and spine a chance to relax. And that relaxing ends up breaking the cycle of back pain, more muscle tension ends up leading to more back pain. So we're trying to decrease that muscle tension in order to decrease the back pain. So you're in this position, lying on your back, hands to the side, knees bent, and then you're bringing the breathing into it as well. So you're breathing in, bringing the air into your belly, and then breathing out. And with that breathing out, you're blowing out the tension that you end up having in your back and spine, and then you're also blowing out that pain as well. You're going to end up doing this for 30 seconds to 2 minutes in order to kind of set the stage for the back pain workout. Now, after this, the next thing you end up doing is knees rocking side to side. So you're going to bring the feet together, and then you're going to just rock the knees from one side to the other side. So you're almost going from like 12 o'clock to like 1 or 2 o'clock or 11 or 10 o'clock, and just going back and forth. And what we're doing is we're working on mobility in the hips and in the lower back, and then also kind of dynamically stretching around the hips and in the lower back. Now when it comes to sets, reps, time, and intensity, sets, 1 set, repetitions 5 each way, so a total of 10. When it comes to time, smooth controlled movement, you're just coming to a quick stop and then back the other direction. And then intensity, we're looking for a light stretch or light mobility going on in that back, hip, pelvis area. Now the next thing that you're going to move on to is open and close. So you're going to lie on your side. Good, you're bent in the knees, you're bent in the hips, hands are out front, and then you're going to open up and try to rest that hand on the floor. So now we've kind of anchored our lower body, and now we're moving our upper body. So the first one we did, knees rocking side to side, we anchored the upper body, we moved the lower body. Now we're switching things up. So with this one, what we're really working on is stretching out or improving the mobility in that mid-back area, and then also stretching the muscles around the outside of the back. When it comes to sets, reps, time, and intensity, you're going to do 1 set. You can do 5 repetitions on each side, so you'll do 5 on one side, 5 on the other. Now it's completely normal if you find one side that you're tighter than the other, or the movements is more difficult on one side. It's perfectly normal. And then when it comes to time, smooth controlled movement, you're coming to a good stop at the end position, so 1 to 2 seconds. And then when it comes to the intensity, you're looking at a light stretch. A light stretch can happen in the front of the shoulder, or you're looking at light mobility work, movement work happening in that mid-back area. So that ends up being the third one. Now moving to the fourth one, which ends up being a press up. So you're lying on your stomach, hands are like shoulder height, and then underneath the shoulders, and then you're going to press up and arch through that back. So we're looking at increasing the mobility in that mid-back and low back area. You're going to come back down, and then again. And you're going to decide, I mean, the further up you get, the better, but you might not be able to get this far up. So you can end up going like halfway, good, and then back down. So move to the point that you can. And with this one, what we're really working on is working on the mobility in that throughout that whole spine, mid-back, or upper back, mid-back, lower back. And when it comes to sets, reps, time, and intensity, 1 set, 5 repetitions. Time, we're looking at smooth controlled movement and coming up to like a stop at the end position, holding for a second or 2. And then the intensity, what we're looking for is a light mobility movement happening throughout that spinal column. Now moving on to the last exercise, the fifth exercise, and angry cat. So you're in a 4-point position, hands are underneath the shoulders, knees are underneath the hips, and then you got some separation between the knees. And then what you're going to do is round out that back, dropping that head, tilting that pelvis, and then you're going to go the opposite way, bring the head back, dropping that mid back, dropping that stomach, tilting the pelvis the other way. Good. So now we're kind of building on that press up and working on the mobility throughout that whole spine in both directions, forward and backward direction. And when it comes to sets, reps, and time, you can do 1 set, you can do 5 repetitions, so each direction, so a total of 10 movements. When it comes to time, smooth controlled movement, coming to a good stop at each of the positions, and then intensity, we're looking at working light mobility movement happening throughout that whole spinal column. So there you go. That ends up being the back pain workout for beginners. Give that a go. It should take you a couple minutes to go through. Now, if you want some of my other best tips and tricks when it relates to back pain, then I recommend you click right here. I have a brand new free report called 5 Tricks and Tips to Fight Back Pain and Tightness. Just click right here. Let me know where to send that brand new free report, and I'll send you that brand new free report right away. Now, if you're watching this on a tablet or smartphone, head down below in the description and click the first link, which will end up being exercisesforinjuries.com/backs. Let me know where to send that report, and I'll send you that report right away. Now, if you got benefit from this video, make sure to like this video. If you have a question or comment for me, leave it down below in the comments section. And then lastly, hit subscribe in order to get future pain relieving videos.